live. Evening all. Back in Elder Scrolls Online tonight. Carrying on from a little bit further on than where we were last. So we're continuing with the main story quests, of which there are 4. There's the main storyline, there's the Alliance storyline, Mages Guild and Fighters Guild. Let's just see what's new. That kind of looks cool. I might have to consider that. Yeah. Talking bust. Okay. Now that's interesting. Ooh. That's a freebie. Okay, so we'll claim that. Let's get our freebie. So, yes please. Now we've got 2660, so we're not going to be able to afford that without spending real money. Oh, that would be cool. Okay, apologies, I do have a bit of a cold today, so I'm going to be sniffly nose and all of that. Right. Now we've got a load of treasure mats that we don't want to use yet. We want to use those when we get to CP160. We do have some champion points to distribute. Right. We seem to be safe where we are. So, that's still going to work for us? Are we still... Oh, right, I haven't run out yet, so we don't yet know if the event's still on. I think it may have ended. I'll miss that XP boost if that's no longer going. So, crown crates.
Most crates contain 4 rewards, but sometimes you will get a special 5th sweet little thought, a bonus reward.
Why have I only got 3?
Magnificent!
Oh. Okay. Well, we'll set that to active. Why did I only get 3?
Until next time.
Thank you. Okay, we'll clear that. Guilds. T. Only 2 people online. Okay. Right. Let's spend some of these champion points. So we'll just drop some of these into ones that we've already got. Following a build I found online, so hopefully this will work out for me. Cool. We got 7 here, so okay, we got 1 left, but I don't think there's anything to bring up to 8. So we'll leave that one there. And we got 6. Okay. Right. confirm all of them. So this is a PvE Stamina Necro two-handed build I'm just following along with. Right now, I don't have to worry too much. I want to build up to CP160 because at 160 champion points that means you can access all gear in the game. At that point I want to start using my treasure maps. Now, carrying a load of my treasure maps, I need to put them away. So we will need my banker. Here's a Zabi. Cool.
What do you require of a Zabi fragrant employer?
Thank you. Right. The thing with these treasure maps is that they give you the items they give you are at your current level, and they can give you quite a range of items, so I only want to use them we'll deposit the surveys as well. I only want to use the treasure maps when I've reached CP160 so that I'm not being wasteful and missing the opportunity to get CP160 gear rather than lesser gear. Yeah, we'll put the surveys around. The surveys are less... We could do the surveys now, but you don't want to watch me run around doing surveys. So... won't be able to do that just yet. So I'm going to put that away. Okay, we already have one of them in there, do we? Looks like I've got multiple copies of some maps. In fact, I've got a copy of that sat in a document pouch from a dragon. So I might be able to get that treasure multiple times. Would be nice. Okay, let's put my house items away because I'm not going to be doing house things. Let's see. Those are all things I don't need to right now. Okay, can't deposit that. I think that's pretty much everything. Leaves us plenty of inventory space, which is nice. Okay, cool. Right. So, let's just see where we are with the different quest lines. So, chasing shadows. So, according to the internet, that is the beginning of the third part of the main quest line itself. So we want that. We've also got the Fighters Guild ones. So a Dangerous Past. That's the next part of the Fighters Guild. That's cool. Simply Misplaced. That's the next part of the Mages Guild. And now the Dominion is all the Grahtwood stuff. So we're at the right point to be doing all of the 4 parts of the main storyline. So we might as well, as we're in Grahtwood now, we might as well carry on with Grahtwood. Then we'll go do Chasing Shadows. And then we'll go do the Fighters and Mages quests. We'll probably be lucky just to get through Grahtwood today, to be honest. There are... Where are we up to already? The Honour of the Queen. Right. Aha. So we're actually not quite halfway through, about a third of the way through. Cool, okay. So, we are chasing down a Dominion ambassador who appears to be corrupt and who seems to be stalling for some reason the building of the Khajiiti embassy. Grahtwood is the capital of the Dominion, and this is causing some tension, so we've got to resolve this matter. So, we got to find the Middens entrance, which apparently on the other side of the big tree itself. Right. So, other thing, we have ourselves our first in drink. So, let's go find this entrance to these Middens. Track down this corrupt ambassador. Yep, cool, we're going the right way. Here we go. There you are.
They call this place the Middens because it's where all the refuse ends up. We clear them out now and again, but they always come back.
Okay.
Necessary evil, I'm told.
You're talking to sentient refuge, that's not
Like with
good.
someone I trust. She's definitely here. We should get moving. We're not far behind her.
What's the plan?
Capture her, bring her in for questioning. Find proof she's behind this so Prince Naaman doesn't explode with outrage. Never thought I'd hunt a high elf ambassador.
Indeed. What can we expect to find?
Smugglers, skooma addicts, and more than a few criminals. They keep to themselves, but sometimes they band together to repel outsiders. Kind of like a filthier version of the Dominion.
Okay, so I'm going to neglect to mention my own connections to the Thieves Guild here. How do you recommend we proceed?
Our goal is to find Ambassador Tarinway before she buys passage out of Grahtwood. Staying in the shadows, avoiding unnecessary conflict, that's what I'd do. But there's a lot of ground to search. I'll follow your lead.
Okay. The Middens. The Wood Elves practice throwing all garbage out their windows to fall at the roots of the tree houses is regarded by other folks as revolting and unsanitary. The Bosnians say they are fertilising the roots of their beloved trees, but most others just think they are lazy. Interesting. Right. Okay, what's the bet? It's going to be the last one I go to. We don't want to miss out on things, so let's, you know.
Or some skooma?
Oh dear. At some point, these people will become hostile. Would be my guess. Pretty bony. Actually, they're going to become hostile now. Cool.
Please, let me go.
Interesting. Someone calling for help? Okay, so this counts as having searched this area, does it? Fair enough. What's going on here then? Someone called out for help.
Thank Ifra you're not with them.
Okay, this lot.
Banner!
Cool. So who was calling out for help? May as well help each other a bit. It's all champion points. Gotcha. Where do I want to go? Nice. Okay. So, boost our damage, area effects.
Your words are wise, Lakura. Now come, sit by me and enjoy.
Hiya, Neo.
But you have
Welcome
no
back to the
husband
stream.
here, my lord. My friends and I will see you forget your troubles.
Wish I knew. Okay. Hiya, Hiatus. Welcome into the stream. It's cold is getting a bit worse actually, but I am dosed up on paracetamol, so I manage. It should pass in a day or two. Aha. Right, not entirely sure what's going on here, but we'll just join the general melee. So we're hunting for a corrupt ambassador. He's somewhere down here. And as always, it's the last place we're going to search. I hope everyone is well. Yeah. Damage boost. So we have a damage shield and a damage boost and a finisher. Seems to work alright.
We need Ambassador Tarinway alive.
No, I don't know. I want to see what's in the crate. Thank you. Right. So, other side over there. Supremacist, not dissidents. Interesting. Aha. Well, we need you alive, apparently.
Prince Naaman sent someone to the embassy. We have to leave before we're discovered.
Oh, that lot. Okay. Right, these people on the stamina. The big heavy strikes. There we go.
On your feet. You're coming with me.
Oh,
Why? Where are you taking me?
To King Camoran Eridan, where you'll answer for crimes against the Dominion.
You'll have me killed and served for dinner.
Only if you're proven guilty. And if you are, none of us could stomach you.
nice.
Now get moving. Good working with you. I'll take her from here. You should inform the king of the good news.
I think I'm going to sneeze. Apologies. Oh. Right, cool. We've got to get out. Best way to do that is probably to go this way. So we've got the ambassador. Turns out she's working with a group of high elf supremacists who are causing trouble elsewhere. Known as the Veiled Heritance. Thank you, Neo. Nasty little lot, but we dealt with them. That something? No, didn't get anything from that. Keep an eye out for lore books, you see. One of the various collectibles in the game. Should try to get into ESO again. I've given up on it many times. When was the last time you played it, High Tiers? I started playing it this year after Elsewhere came out, and I found it to be very good.
Could you help me out?
But that's my personal opinion, and you know, not all games gel with all people. You've never made it past level 40. Well, I've got to level 50 now, and I've also started the whole champion point grind. I'm up to 121. Yeah, 121, and I want to get to 160. I mean, there's a lot more than that, but at 160, that's the highest champion point level required to be able to use any kit in the game. So once I got that, I can start using all my treasure maps to get random kit. Right. There's a quest giver there, but we want to focus on the main quests at the moment. Ideally, I want to get all of the main quest storylines, all of Morrowind, all of Somerset done by next May, which is possibly when Skyrim comes out. Or the Skyrim expansion for ESO. So it would be good to have that all done. But I'm finding it to be very good.
Please,
there is a
listen
lot
to me
of
for
content.
Just a moment. It's very important.
There is a lot to do. There we go. You played it release, got bored, and never played it again. Right, I did exactly the same thing. I played this game when it first came out, and I love the story, but I was getting bored with it and the mechanics, and I didn't pick it up until what is now last year, specifically about May, and I have loved it since. So it's definitely worth a second look, and you can get the game for free. That won't give you all of the expansions, but you want to start with the main quest lines anyway, and they're all in the free part of the game, and that would give you a chance to see whether you like it. I've never tried Escape from Tarkov. I would be interested in people's opinions. So yeah, all classes have elements of DPS, tank and healer to them. Some classes like the Necromancer do all quite well. Some classes do specialise in certain areas. So Necromancer is a good all-rounder.
Greetings, Sarah. A moment, if you please.
I'm going to send me somewhere else. That's the Mages Guild. Here we go. Throne room. Dragon Knights are definitely still the best tanks from what I hear. But Necromancers also make a good tank. Let me just check something. Found a good article. That's not the one I'm looking for. There was a lovely table. From what I understand, Dragon Knights are still the very best tanks, but people like the Necromancer can tank well enough to do any content in the game. Are you the Immortal Fate? Welcome on in. Right, let's report back.
You've returned. What have you learned of the Khajiit embassy?
Right, the ambassador conspired against the Dominion.
Oh, good. Nothing I enjoy more than talk of conspiracy. Did the ambassador have a manifesto? They usually have manifestos. No matter. I trust you resolved it.
The ambassador's been captured.
Splendid. I'll allow you the honour of informing Prince Naaman. Why not tell him the duly selected High Elf Ambassador was working against the very Dominion she pledged to support? I'll sit in my throne and try not to gloat.
I kind of like this guy. David is a bit of an arse, but he has reason.
I heard what you said to the king. Ambassador Tarinway a traitor, my wife's killer, a loyal servant, and I, Queen Iren's representative in Eldenroot, required to thank you for your efforts. Very well. I'll provide no reason to question my duty to the Dominion.
So the background here is his wife was conspiring against the Queen, Queen Iren, who's in ultimate charge of the Dominion, and I had to kill her. So we don't get on very well. But it appears he is actually loyal. He's not happy with me. What will happen to the ambassador?
We'll interrogate Ambassador Tarinway until we know the extent of her treason. Then she'll die, as all traitors must. But no matter. Your efficiency in resolving this matter was commendable, and the Dominion rewards its servants.
Cool.
Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal could not have been more absolute. She knew the details of the ratification ceremony, which puts Queen Iren at risk. It's my sister's own fault. She thought to appease the Sylvanar and the Main by agreeing to this foolish process.
What do you mean?
The ratification ceremony ends with the orrery, an ancient device beneath Eldenroot. It will divine Queen Iren's capacity to become Empress, or some such. But Ambassador Tarinway assisted in the preparations. I must assume she tried to sabotage the proceedings.
Will you cancel the ceremony?
Doing so would make Queen Iren look weak. No, we must proceed. You've proven your competence, so I'll ask you to speak with Melaras. He's an expert on the orrery and knows what must be done. Quite pleasant once you grow accustomed to the smell.
Okay. Just found an article. Yeah, so Dragon Knights are good for tank, DPS and support, but not so much for healers. Night Blades are DPS and healers. Sorcerers are DPS, healer and support. Templar is healer, support, tank and DPS. They can do everything. Wardens are tank, healers and DPS. Necromancers, they haven't updated the article since, but I would definitely say healer, tank and DPS and possibly support as well. I think probably your best all-rounder is, from what I know and from what it says here, maybe Templar, Necromancer, possibly Wardens. Wardens are quite versatile from what I hear. But your very best dedicated tank is still Dragon Knight. Okay, so we have to go through with the ceremony. I'll speak with him.
Preparations for this ratification ceremony seem endless, but I'm up to the task.
Why can't the Queen delay the ceremony?
She asked how she could prove herself their rightful leader. The Sylvanar suggested the orrery nonsense, and the Main agreed.
Okay.
Of course, neither will be present to see it, yet my sister is held to her pledge.
Why aren't they here?
Khajiiti political excuses are impossible to discern. I know the Main will not be present, and that's all I care to know. As for the Sylvanar, he died on Kanathi's roost. Thought he could negotiate with the filthy sea elves.
Yes, that was the first part of the Alliance quest line that we did. We were there when he was killed. Will any of Queen Iren's allies witness the ceremony?
In Camoran Eridan. It's beneath his city, so there's no turning him away. And myself, of course.
Okay.
Please don't mind Prince Naaman. Ambassador Tarinway's betrayal is a shock to us all. But no matter, the orrery must work flawlessly for the Queen. That's what we will ensure.
What do you know of it?
Enough to be of service. The orrery hasn't functioned as intended for ages. We planned to use some rather delicate magic to trick it into operation. But if Prince Naaman believes there was sabotage, we must look to an alternative method.
What sort of alternative?
Why, we'll look to the past. According to legend, the orrery required a skilled operator, an alien source of power, and a divine spark before it would function. Without all three, it won't do anything but spin. Quite pretty, but not very useful.
Who can operate it?
Conservator Darineth maintains the orrery and has studied the Ayleid monitoring rituals.
Okay.
Unfortunately, she was called away to South Point for a personal matter. If you can locate her and convince her to return, we'll have our operator.
Right, and what do you mean by a divine spark?
I've researched this a bit. Really, you need to be in 3 places at once. Simple, right? But the Fallen Esti winter site is rumoured to hold a relic of the Khajiiti thief god. For our purposes, Radchin's mantle will serve as the divine spark, if it's truly there, of course.
Interesting, we've met Rajin before, in Elsewhere. And where can I find the source of power?
The heart of a numeral originally brought life to the orrery, according to the texts. It long ago went missing. But a member of the local mages guild named Larinalda theorizes it's in a local Ayleid ruin. She's currently at the Reliquary of Stars, seeking the heart of a numeral.
Alright, I know what I need to find.
Wonderful! Have anything you find sent directly to the orrery. Once everything is in place, we can begin the ratification ceremony.
Yeah.
And do refrain from referring to Conservator Darineth as a missing element.
Okay. I like the wood elves. The high elves are a bit stuffy, but the wood elves are fun. Right. So that's where the heart is. That's another quest I've got, which we'll probably do when we go past. That's the mantle, and that's the conservator. Right, it would make the most sense to start there, hand that in, do that, go down there. I love orcs, don't know why, but I play one in every game I can. Oh, the orcs in this are fun. Go for it. I certainly enjoy playing an orc in WoW. Right.
You fought the agents of Mehrunes Dagon and won. The savior of Firsthold.
Yeah. And to do it, I had to kill the prince's wife, so, you know, please don't say that too loud. Right, drop me off there. Not going to do all the side quests in this zone like I did the last couple. This takes too long. I will return to the zones and do all their side quests at another point. Right. Seek out the heart. Okay. Well, we may as well pick up some crafting materials on the way.
Come, do your trading here.
Okay, you're just a trader. Dominion soldiers, that's good.
Hello. I think Cormount is a fine town. I do. I see some people in town do not, and that is their opinion and their business. But it is fine to me.
Okay. Right. So somewhere in this circle is what we're looking for. So we're going to go up to the big arch that's marked on the maps. Ooh, law book. Help this person out. There we go. Okay. So, law book. Can you tell it from its purple glow? Right. We have lost all of those. Yeah. So we will one of them. One of them. So that gives us increased stats and 50% boost to experience. And if the event hasn't ended yet, which I think it has, this will still work if it hasn't. And it has ended, yeah. Okay. We got 2 hours of buffs though. Right, I'm going to start up this way just because that's marked there. Aha. Cool.
So much to report, I don't know where to start. A fellow seeker of knowledge. I can tell by the glint in your eye. The Reliquary of Stars is a marvelous find, is it not?
What's interesting about the ruin?
Why, it recently came alive, though perhaps awake is the more appropriate word. One of my fellow Mages Guild scholars leads the excavation if you care to learn more. Come to think of it, I haven't seen Lara Nalda or her assistants in quite some time.
Oh dear. Should that concern you?
I suppose it's a bit troubling. Say, would you happen to be headed into the ruins? I have this report to finish, but if you could check on Lara Nalda, it'd set my mind at ease.
I'll look for it.
I'd love to chat more, but I really must finish this report. My fellows in the Elden Root Mages Guild are chomping at the bit to learn more of our findings.
Have you heard of this thing called the Heart?
Yes, of course. Every dabbler in Proto-Alien literature knows. Many believe it's a metaphorical contrivance, but Lara Nalda thinks it's located in the walls of this ruin. If she wants to end such a promising career, more funding for the rest of us.
What do you mean by that?
I'm sure she can explain her ridiculous theories better than I.
I see. You're a lovely chap, aren't you? Okay. Oh, dolmen. And not one that I have previously done. But I have this task ahead of me, so we won't go rushing off over there. Doubt I'd get there in time anyway. Oh, bit of dungeoneering. The official histories of the First Empire state when the Empress's forces captured White Gold Tower, all the Alliance evil relics of arcane power were taken and destroyed. But a certain Duke insisted that until his dying day an Elf King escaped with the chief artifacts. Ooh. Sorry, I was going to blow my nose. Right. What do we got? Whoa, okay. This place ain't small. Okay. Oh, there you are.
If you're trying to sneak up on me, you have some competition. These flying books can be maddeningly silent when they want to be.
The flying books sneak up on you?
Sometimes in pairs. They slam shut on your
Wow.
ear tips, then flutter off. It seems half the library has tormented us since we tripped the wards. I've been trying to settle things down, but it's slow going without my assistance.
And where are your assistants?
Tedrini headed to explore the flesh gardens. Once the wards broke, I sent Behilir to fetch him. Neither returned. Mages Guild protocol says I should remain in place until aid arrives. I'm hoping that's you.
I'll find them.
Do be careful out there. These books are harmless enough, but they aren't the only things flitting about in the dark.
What do you mean?
Everything was quiet when we arrived, but bones and other refuse littered the halls. With the wards broken, it wouldn't surprise me if more than books are moving about.
And why did the Mages Guild come here?
The secrets in the Reliquary of Stars were long ago uncovered, save one. Incredible amounts of magicka coursed through its walls, even when the ruins remained dormant. Until recently, this was thought to be a peculiarity of its construction.
What changed?
It all goes back to Enumeril, one of the greatest Ayleid architects of the First Era. He built the Great Seal of Bellerata and the orrery at Eldenroot. Then recently, we uncovered proof that he constructed the archives in the Reliquary of Stars.
What's so interesting about that?
Enumeril put his heart into his work. Literally, if the stories have the right of it. It powered the orrery at Eldenroot until it was lost.
Okay.
That's the source of power here, you see? It's what we hope to recover. Think of the potential applications.
I happen to be looking for the heart.
Are you then? The Magus Guild petitioned the court of King Camoran Eridan for months before we were allowed to excavate. And now you hope to waltz through and collect the heart of Enumeril for yourself. Why would you possibly need it?
The Queen needs it.
Oh. I suppose that's a good enough reason. We've scoured the ruins from top to bottom and haven't seen so much as a glimmer. But if we do find it, the Mages Guild would be more than happy to aid Queen Irene.
Okay. I'm going to keep eye out for lore books in here. Seems like the kind of place where they won't be found. Right, so I think we'll try the Hall of Wisdom first. Right, let's just see if there's any lore books over here. No. Ooh, what's this? Someone else was looking for the reliquary. Okay. There's nothing there. There's some bread and cheese. Right. Halls of Wisdom should be this way. Okay. Spectral Warriors. Right. Switch. Right. Damage boost. Oh yeah. So skeleton gives us direct damage area effects. The siphon is a damage over time. Hiya Subsonic, welcome to the stream. So we end up doing a lot of damage. What's that? Broken bit of metal. My love, I can stand it no longer, though I rebuke you, my hurt yawns for your touch. These words down so you can find my second page and you will find the mate. Okay. Right. So we do want to search through for that second page. Don't want to go that way yet. Okay. We go this way.
Set it ablaze!
Yeah, it's not going to do you much good. Okay.
Blasted Zarxus. I know I shouldn't have... Oh, another one?
What? Second of the letters. Excuse me while I do a completely unrelated side quest. Okay. Right, you...
Hello? You aren't an illusion, are you?
No. No, Leandra sent me to find you.
Thank the stars! You have to get me out of here. It seems I set off an ancient trap, but I think I've determined how those strange lights channel their energy, and how to turn it against them.
That's good. How do you expect to do that?
Once trapped, strange creatures covered in eyes and tentacles descended from above. They reinforced the sconces with foul magic from their largest eyes. Those eyes are key. Extract one and use it to refocus the lights. It should break the binding.
What sort of creatures?
No. Daedra, I expect? The horrors of Oblivion are my specialty. You'll know those floating beasts if you see them. They have many tentacles and seem quite nimble, like netches but covered in eyeballs.
Wonderful. I'm also looking for find what mates of metal unlock. So, are you close to 160 or quite a number of NPC souls? We're still a number of NPC souls away. We're at 122. So there's a number to do yet. We want to go this way because we want to search down there. Oh, that's what mates of metal unlock. Sorry, we'll go back this way then. So. Gotcha. Yay! There's another champion point. So we're now at 1, 2, 3. There's the Watcher's Eye. There's the other thing we're looking for, and we don't want them interfering. So, raise the skeleton. Done. Hi, Watcher, Daedra thingy. Have a skeleton. Whoa. Okay. So the trick here is to keep the damage shield up. Now we start using our finisher. Cool. Nasty Daedra dealt with. So, seal chest. Let's help ourselves. A lock of hair. Oh, I've got to follow this thing. Okay.
Why won't you come to me, my love?
Should have blocked. Hiya, Sir Avocado Toast. Good to see you. There's lots of these watchers. Okay, well, we're going the right way. Thank you very much for that follow. That is greatly appreciated. Right. So we get the stun in. Well, avocado is nice, but I've never had avocado toast. Gotcha. Sorry, dear. Ah, talk to the spirit.
You hold my lock of hair, yet you are not him. Why follow the words of another? Do you bring me a message from him? Is he delayed?
I'm afraid your lover is long dead.
Oh no. I hoped we would join together in one last embrace.
Oh.
Before triggering our death with my voice. But I whispered his name aloud as I waited. Was that enough to collapse the stones? I should go now.
Yikes. Well, that was a weird one. Can we even get through here? Ah, the last of the letters. Don't think we can. Oopsie. Right. Nice. I do like the way the different skills play off each other. Right. See if we can help this guy out. I'm sure something will turn up to interfere. Okay, all good. Oh, you don't look healthy.
Oh, my arms. Thought they were going to fall off. I'm glad the eyeball was worth it. So good when a theory works in practice, you know?
You weren't certain it would work.
I was certain it was a good theory. All part of the scholarly process, my friend. But never mind that. I should thank you for your timely rescue. I'll head back to our camp. I cannot wait to tell Rinaldo what happened here.
What about the other one?
I spent the first half of my day suspended in an elaborate alien light trap that you disabled with a slimy Daedra eyeball. I'd prefer to avoid any further excitement.
Okay. He does have a good point. Right, this way I think. And I'll enter the next part down here. Looks like there's a few of them. Interesting, why didn't that one join in? Already put down by someone else. Okay. Flesh Gardens. Load at all. Ooh. Yikes. Skeletal Infernal. Okay. I have skeletons of my own. That didn't sound good. Sorry, just about to sneeze again. Oh, cool, another player. Let's pile on in.
Murky fleshlings running through the halls. Such obstreperous creatures. You seem a fine specimen. I don't think I have one of your kind in my garden.
I'm looking for Tedrini.
Oh, and it speaks. I just finished a Tedrini. Some of my finest work between you and me. Though you couldn't possibly appreciate the detail.
And how do I get him out of your garden?
Why, you need to entertain me. There are a variety of chests throughout the gardens. I placed your friend's soul in one of them. See if you find it before my posing retinue tears you to pieces.
Oh dear, who are you?
The caretaker. I preserve everything against the ravages of time.
Oh.
Scrolls and books are easy. But the aliens themselves, they resisted at first, but they saw things my way in time.
These statues are aliens?
They used to be. Turning a body to stone is easy. The trick is keeping the mind intact. If they hadn't settled into place so many years ago, I'd introduce you to my former masters.
Wonderful. You look like a ghost.
Hardly. My masters found there were certain difficulties in allowing me to roam this place unfettered. So they split me from my body. In this form I can go where I please, but I can't touch anything directly. It's quite upsetting.
Wow. Statue of a male elf is significantly less worn than others. Okay. It's an ancient soul. Aha! We got lucky. I suspect some of the beasties have been cleared out by someone else. Statue of them. Okay. Press the gem containing the soul to his forehead.
You perfidious slime! You'll rule the... What? You're not... And I'm... What happened?
You talked me into it, you're going to give it another go. Fair enough, Itis. Definitely start with the free base game, and that way you haven't spent any money if you don't act not to like it. But I hope you will enjoy it. Yeah, you got turned into a statue.
Ukezi. Why does that name sound familiar? Perhaps... No, I've lost it. Wait, where is La Ronalda?
She's at your camp. She sent me to find you.
Good. That's good. Then it hasn't been too long. I really should head back, get my bearings. Don't worry about me. I know the way back.
Okay. The money isn't a big deal. Fair enough.
Ah, good. Everyone back in one place. I was beginning to worry.
So I've rescued your assistants.
And not a moment too soon. I managed to subdue one of the tomes. It's proven most enlightening.
Okay.
The Reliquary of Stars was created to preserve knowledge. This we already knew. But the book speaks of a deeper level, closed off from the rest of the ruin. I suspected the Heart of a Numeral was hidden somewhere in the ruin, and now I know where.
Where is
If
it?
this description is accurate, the entrance lies somewhere in the Hall of Might. But there's something else.
Okay.
Would you come with me?
All right.
Thank you. Tedrini has behaved quite erratically since his return.
Okay. Oh, given he was turned to stone, and obviously that creature is still in here somewhere.
This should be far enough. When you went searching for my assistance, did you see anyone else? Anyone intelligent, I mean. Spectres don't count.
There was a Daedra in the Flesh Gardens.
Damn. That's what I was afraid of. The book mentions her specifically, some sort of caretaker. Her specialty was... well, there's no easy way around it. She controlled the minds of others. It seems even the Aeliads feared her.
So she's controlling your assistant?
Maybe. Tedrini hasn't been the same since he returned. He's normally so enthusiastic about his studies, but he's withdrawn into himself. It's downright unsettling watching him suffer like this.
Oh dear. What do you want me to do about it?
I'd like to run some simple tests for signs of Daedric influence. While I do so, would you bring Behilir with you to search the Hall of Might? I suspect the heart of Enumera lays within its walls.
Okay. I don't think you're going to be safe doing those tests,
If this tome
though.
is correct, there's a passageway hidden in the library. I'm sure you and Behilir will find it.
I heard my name. What do you need?
Behilir, our friend needs your help in the Hall of Might.
The Hall of Might? So you think we found it? Oh, exhilarating! Lead away, my friend.
There we go. Yeah. Oh, wait. This guy got himself trapped last time. Not sure I want him with me. Oh well. Uh-huh. Right, let's finish you. Gotcha.
You make it look so easy.
Right. We don't know what's in here. Don't really want to leave part of the ruins unexplored. So we're going to start this way. Ah, that'll be later. I guess would be when we come back. Wait a sec. Yeah. We can't explore that bit yet. I do like the siphons. They're a bit tricky to use sometimes, but when they work well. Oh, that's a bit more substantial. Right, let's just look at my skills for a moment. I think we want that.
Why won't they leave us alone? Incredible! Simply stunning!
That worked well. Something in there.
This looks promising. Let's start searching.
Okay.
Must be around here somewhere.
Right. Not going to read all the books.
Over here! There's a draft coming from this bookcase!
Good there. Protected by an ancient grate, yet there seem to be books missing from its shelves. Right. Each space is marked by a faint groove as long as a book. Gonna have to do them in the order of the books. There we go. If we read the books, we would have known, but didn't need it.
The heart of Innumeril! I never thought I'd hold it!
You don't sound right.
Well, puppet hands count as my hands. The power! It's exquisite. And I have you to thank. And now, I really must take this bay-headed puppet for a stroll. Let's see how fast it can run.
Ah! Oh, cool. That's good news, Titus.
I'm nearly free. I don't believe me.
Must be left over.
Once I have my body, I'll make them all suffer. I don't have time for this. This really is too easy.
Failure, what are you doing?
Any good pet builds out there? That sounds like Stamina or Warden. Sorry, Sorcerer or Warden. I would search online
Why did
There's a lot of
Vaelia sound so
information.
strange?
Because he's being controlled by a Daedra and he has the heart.
Vaelia suggested Tadrini was under her control. A ruse, and one I should have seen. But if Ukezi has the heart of an Umaril, she can use it to restore her spirit to her body. We have to get it back.
Did you see where she
Through
went?
the door. We've never been able to open it, and I don't know where it leads. Quickly, after her. I'll attempt to restore the wards here should you fail. We can't allow a Daedra to wreak havoc with the heart of a Umaril.
Okay. Stolen a tattoo from the neck of an empress as she slept. Let me just check something for you, Hiatus. Right, there's a website. This is the website with the build that I'm using. I would certainly check there to see if there's any builds that would interest you. They do have quite a number, and they're not hard to use. Oh dear.
Yes, it's working. I can feel it.
That's probably a bad thing. Right, take the heart. Okay. No, I don't yet, but I do need to look into it because it is so useful. I don't use any add-ons at the moment, but I do need to.
Thing. It should be here.
Right. Time to get rid of you. Let's do this properly. What is going on? Aha! I'm going to use this.
You'll have to try harder than that.
Okay. Let's get my health back. Right.
You think me defeated so easily?
It is good for map locations and all sorts of things. And if I want to start doing trials and the harder dungeons, I'm definitely going to need it. I will need add-ons and stuff to help. Cool. see if there's anything there. Yay, we defeated the Daedra. Yeah, I particularly want the mini-map. That would be useful. Okay.
You! I hadn't thought you'd make it out alive.
Yay.
Casey must have been formidable alone. With the heart of a numeral in her hands, I can hardly imagine. You do have it, don't you?
Yep, right here.
Wonderful. When all the flying books fell, I knew it had left the ruins. I'll return it to the Elden Root Mages Guild, per our agreement with the king. We won't need to worry about Daedra finding it there.
Does the game steer towards weapon swapping a lot? That's my choice. You only have a certain number of slots available on one weapon. So, I find it very useful because it gives you more slots to play with. But you could just use the one weapon, or you could just do it so that in certain situations you used one weapon and in other situations you had another. So a ranged and a melee, and you only changed once between them, whereas I tend to change a lot. That's just because I've got access to dots and that I want to use while something's running in, and then I'll hit them with the sword. Right, the king needs it brought directly to the orrery.
Very well. So they're really going through with it, are they? I'd pay my weight in gold to see the orrery working. I'll personally ensure it reaches there without further trouble, don't you fear.
What will you do now?
After I return it to the orrery? Perhaps I can research its properties once the ceremony is complete. If the Queen allows, of course. I'm not one to stand in the way of royalty.
Cool. Yay. Nice. Right, let's just check our skills. So, I can. Right. Yeah, I really want that one, don't I? So yeah, I usually use the sword because stuff will run in on you. So if you're on your own, you're going to end up in melee. But I switch here because there's a nice little dot combo with these two, and that's another dot. But you'll see me use this bar more if we're fighting stuff where I can stay at range. So I have my bow on this bar and I have my sword on this one. But that really is in part just my choice. Right, cool. Let's swing by there in case that activates and we have an opportunity to clear it. Yep, it's just activating now. Cool. I really need other players though to help. because this is going to keep getting tougher. Cool. We need to get rid of these. Right, that's all of those. I think that player's a lot higher level than in champion points than me. Yeah, they're a lot higher level than me. They can probably solo this.
I will dominate this world and all others in time.
Yeah, 798 CP. I've got 125.
You destroy them in vain.
Yay! That's a thought. As always, Murloc Bal is not pleased with us for doing that. Oh, that worked nicely. Right, we need to go there.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
You
Yes.
reek of Kwama juices. Why don't you come inside and spend some time with your Granny Alex? I'll have a hearty, chunky brain stew ready soon. Or do you like it spongy and raw?
Are you expecting a shipment?
What? Oh, from that netch scab in Thoris? It's late. It's so very late. I've resorted to eating troll brains and maggot soup, and my potions have lost their delectable fetid flavor already.
Does that mean you don't want it?
Of course I want it. Just pour it in the stew there, and if anything escapes, feel free to gobble it up as a tip. If you want, you can spend time with your old Granny Alex while the eggs pop and ooze into the sauce.
Right, let's just take this law book. careful. Yeah, not really my type.
Drop a single one. I'm impressed. Come to think of it, I have been needing an apprentice.
There was talk of payment?
Don't care to keep company with your old granny, Alex? Or is it the smell of the boiling kwama? A little too heady for your delicate sensibilities? Oh well, I'll enjoy it all for myself. I always do. Why are you still here? You like what you see, hmm? Want to spend time with your old granny, Alex, eh?
What sort of alchemy do you practice?
You need something, eh? A tonic for your itchy bumps, a salve for your sore nethers, an unguent for critters in your hair.
There was talk of maybe being sold some excess wear?
You didn't come to see your old
No,
granny
I
Alex
didn't.
to sit on her lap and hear a story? Didn't want to play count the warts, eh? I might have a couple scraps I could sell, but they could be cheaper if you knew how to make an old lady's teeth tingle.
Yikes. Ah. Yeah, nothing there that I particularly want. But I remember that. Right. That's a location. We'll get a little bit of XP if we discover that. That was a disturbing conversation. Whoa, okay, let's be careful. Side quest which we're not going to pick up. Okay, go on then. Let's move fast. There's all sorts of undead around here. Okay, I probably have to clear the place out, which I don't want to do. So... mission for another time. Right. Patrol, you say?
Soldiers. Soldiers everywhere. They turned our holy site into a slave camp. Get out of here while you still can.
Oh, what soldiers?
Dominion soldiers. They're led by General Indare, the Jade Butcher of Coremount. They forced us to dig for them, to uproot the soil. They're looking for something buried deep in the ground.
Doesn't sound right. Do you know what they want?
One of the soldiers called it Rotchin's mantle. My friend Braylor seemed really concerned. He asked me to go to Eldenroot and warn the Mages Guild. I've never seen him so worried.
I'll talk to Braylor and see what's going on. Sounds like more veiled heritance, though.
Those glowing stones. Be careful!
You aren't with the pilgrims, are you? Then perhaps you can be of assistance. General Endare scours this place for Rajin's mantle, but the relic must be kept from her hands. Either she misunderstands the dangers, or she thinks they don't apply to her.
Ooh, and why don't you want General Endare to find it?
I'm concerned about its misuse. Unless you're prepared to handle them correctly, relics such as these can corrode you. I would tell General Endare myself, but I don't trust her intentions. Not after she pressed these pilgrims into service.
Yeah, she's probably vowed heritance, so... Queen Ariane needs the mantle for her ratification ceremony.
Then she's in luck. I served the 8 divines before joining the Mages Guild. I know what must be done to safely transport a relic such as Rajin's mantle. We'll just need to find it before General Endare does.
Where should we start looking?
The Falinesti faithful believe the Welkin stones hold the memories of the walking city. Earlier, I heard soldiers speaking of the same stones. If you can see me past the frost trolls, perhaps we can see what the stones have to do with Rajin's mantle.
Okay. Fair enough. If it's called Rajin's mantle, what do you know of Rajin?
Rajin is a Khajiit trickster god, also worshipped by thieves and deceivers.
Present.
The Khajiit swap tales of Rajin's greatest pranks. It is said his 7 shadows do his bidding throughout Tamriel.
7 shadows?
Yes, each shadow reflects a different aspect of Rajin's personality and power. This could be a convenient metaphor, actual living shadows, or something else entirely.
I think it's actual living shadows, because I've met one.
I have a theory, but until I can support it, speculation is less than useless. Perhaps the Welkin stones will reveal more.
Tell me about the general.
A famous high elf general. Or infamous, depending on who you ask. Her Jade Dragoons are well respected, but she has an aggressive reputation. Last I heard, she was in Haven.
Why would the general be here looking for the mantle?
A very good question, which raises another. Rajin's mantle is a Khajiit legend. Why does she seek it out in Grahtwood, the home of the Wood Elf King? What could have brought it to the Falinesti winter site?
And why are you afraid of the trolls?
Arms as tall as a person, an endless hunger, and jaws that can snap off a horse's leg in a single bite. Why am I afraid of frost trolls? The real question is, why aren't you?
Have you seen when I do the things? But yeah, fair enough. Just checking for law books. Okay, so we've got to go there. Right, that's the stone.
These stones reveal.
Who are you? What brings you into my home?
A simple thief of hearts, come to steal yours from this walking city.
Steal my heart or steal your loins? For your arrow looks a quiver.
Such a lowly mouth can dine anywhere, a trait we both share. What service to our palates should we conjoin in feast?
I am a married woman, so you must starve, unless you care to feast upon yourself.
Wow. Okay. Gonna hop off. Have a good stream. Thank you very much, Itis. Pleasure to have you here. And I hope you enjoy ESO. Take care, Sam. I suspect this is easier at the moment than it normally would be. I think there's probably another player. Because I'm sure I would have run into people by now. Frost trolls.
There must be more to see.
I cannot sleep, and my husband will not wake. What cruel jest is this?
Say the word, Lady Nerume. I will allow you to sleep in my bed.
Scoundrel! You think to steal me from my husband? From the city I call home?
I only stole your sleep, which I gifted to your husband. His inattention must make him harder to love.
What would you know of love, monster? You have none of it, and you will have none of me.
Ring hollow, Lady Nerume. We shall see how much when I steal you away from husband and home.
Oh. Oh, look.
All around us!
Okay. Seems to be the next though.
What else can we learn?
Come to me, my little snowbird.
What have you done? Where am I?
This vault, I built it to hold a precious treasure deep below your walking city. I will keep you safe and away from interference.
Why have you done this? Is your heart as cold as this chamber?
Your heart is cold, Lady Nerume. Warming it to Rajine's shadow will unlock the prison built of your denial.
Never. I would rather freeze until time's end than share one warm moment with you.
So be it. This vault shall forever hold your frozen heart. I leave my mantle to conceal the shame you caused me. Farewell, Nerume.
Wow.
Now we know why the fallen Esti faithful were forced to dig. We should speak of this. General Endari was certain she'd find Rajine's mantle beneath the fallen Esti winter site. She made the fallen Esti faithful dig for that frozen vault. It seems they have uncovered it. And it would certainly explain the frost trolls.
How can we find the mantle before the general?
Perhaps Kirtor can help. The fallen Esti faithful aren't led by anyone, but after the soldiers arrived, he worked to keep tempers calm. He may know where to find the vault.
Where do we find them?
Last I saw, he was in an encampment near the dig site. Mostly fallen Esti faithful with a handful of soldiers. We should avoid the site itself. The frost trolls are down there.
What can you tell me about the faithful?
They're peaceful sorts. Most believe their faith will one day draw the walking city back from wherever it disappeared.
How would they do that?
You'd be better off asking them to explain their own delusion. Noted, it's not a religious experience for everybody. Some use the annual pilgrimage to hold a revel in Falinesti's honor. Any excuse to celebrate.
Oh, fair enough. Right. And there's a troll.
Quickly, set it aflame!
On the wrong side of the siphon.
I'd never.
Okay, so that was one of the dragoons.
You travel with Braylor. He has proven himself a friend to the Falinesti faithful. There are questions written upon your faces. What is it you seek?
I'm looking for the mantle.
As was General Andare. When our digging revealed existing tunnels, she pulled us back to our camp before taking her soldiers to the dig site below. Then the frost trolls emerged from the caves. They slaughtered most soldiers left behind.
Ooh. Do you know where the general went?
It seems you diverted a frost troll from one of her soldiers. Upon reaching safety, the knowledge you seek was passed to me. She was last seen in the northernmost cave of the dig site.
Did she enslave the faithful?
She pressed us into service in the search for Rachin's mantle. Initially, their treatment was harsh. But I spoke with her directly and proposed she take a lighter approach. In return, I would convince the Falinesti faithful to assist her efforts.
And did she agree to it?
Yes, she saw the wisdom in my words. A reasonable request earned a reasonable response. A true shame the rest of Tamriel doesn't work like that.
Okay. So, we've got to enter the dig site. Anywhere? No, no law book. Oh, someone has been this way. Ooh. Right. Ooh.
Are you another soldier? Come to loose trolls upon the Valenwood?
You sound like Lady Narumi. But why are you made of ice?
How can so many know my name after all these years? Yes, I am Narame. I hope to stem the tide of frost trolls by sealing their egress, but ice is the only form I may take beyond the walls of my prison. Tell me why you are here.
I'm looking for the mantle.
You are not the first. General Indari broke through to my prison in search of the same. I will aid you in seeking Regine's mantle, but only if you swear to free me.
Why do you need my help?
Regine's mantle is the key to my prison beneath the Fallen Esti winter site. If I but touch its hem, it will steal all my hatred for Regine's shadow and fill the void with love. I'll make lute strings of his innards first. Only another may safely free me. A cruel and spiteful jest.
Why is it cruel?
To show me I was powerless in his clutches. Worse, to kindle hope my husband would come to free me, then smother that hope with his continued absence. But Regine's shadow knows nothing of love. I did not waver, not once.
Where do I find the
There
mantle?
is another cave, sealed by a frost-covered door. It leads to my prison. If you swear to free me, I will allow you inside to speak of Regine's mantle.
Okay, and why are you angry at the general?
I was delighted to speak with another after so long. But once inside, she ignored me entirely. Then in her haste to find Regine's mantle, she loosed the frost trolls.
And what happened to her soldiers?
Regine's shadow suspended them in my prison to guard against invaders. It seems they had never before supped on the flesh of men or myrrh. But once they did, it was a terrible frenzy.
How long have you been imprisoned?
General Indari spoke of it being the second era. It seems I was trapped here in the first.
Okay, I swear to free you. Right. Aha. There we go. Cool.
There. Come. Let us speak of Regine's mantle.
Ah.
This way! I'm in here! My prison holds me in complete solitude for centuries, yet 2 visitors arrive on the same day. But we have little time. General Indari has pushed deeper into the prison.
How should we proceed?
Take this ring. It's my wedding band. It's the one thing I hold dear in this wretched place. Should you bring it to the inner vault, I can join you in icy form. I'll warn you of the dangers and aid you against them.
What if the general has Regine's mantle? Are you asking me to fight the Dominion general?
You swore you would free me! Forgive me. the promise of freedom ruins my manners, you should do what you must, and what you are willing. I will not press you to betray who you are, not on my account.
How can you help me within the inner vault?
I was no mage when Rajine's shadow first stole me from Volanesti, but I've studied every inch of this icy prison. With effort, I learned to sap away its energy. It's what allows me to form the icy construct, as we first met.
And can your construct help me within the inner vault?
Direct my wedding band at any foe. I can use it as a focus to freeze your enemies for a short time.
What do you know about the mantle?
Very little, unfortunately. It may be a divine piece of the god Rajine, gifted to his shadow. Why he would squander it upon me is beyond my comprehension.
And why would the general want it?
Why would anyone want a piece of the trickster god? The answer is usually power. But for what purpose, I cannot say. I've been trapped here for so long. To feel the sun upon my face again. Just to think of its indulgence.
Actually, are any of those questions any use?
I know little of use beyond the walls of this prison, but I'll answer what I can.
Here we go. Okay, so there are traps. Right. Nice. Not fight something if we don't have to. Ah, we're going to have to, aren't we? Oh well. Gotcha.
Watch for the icy tricks and traps.
That works really well.
General Andari's soldiers were no match for the inner vault. Step carefully. Watch for the icy trick.
There's one of the triggers. Okay. Can we go around this way? Right, we should be able to take all of these. Okay, let's make our way around that one. We've got gargoyle. Nice. She's a good companion to have. Ah. Cool. That one. Steal up off of you. Okay.
Take it from me!
Okay. What are you all about?
Who are you? And why are you dragging that frost witch behind you? Out with it!
I'm here for the mantle.
I'm a decorated general of the Aldmeri Dominion, a hero to my people. Who better qualified to wield the power of a god?
Wow. Queen needs it for the ratification ceremony.
But I found Rajin's mantle. Why should Queen Irene be the one to wear it? I've been fighting since before she was born.
I think we're going to try the intimidate. Don't usually go for that, but maybe.
You're right. We were overrun. I thought to use its power to slay our foes, but I couldn't stop. I killed my own soldiers. I can feel it, bringing my shadow to life. You must stop me, no matter the cost.
Alright, I'll do it.
No. You're trying to trick me. Trick the trickster god, huh? I can see through your lies. I won't give it to you or anyone. You'll...
Can we use the ring?
You cannot survive Rajin's shadow.
I think I can. Shall we? Thank you. Damage boost, damage shield. Right, so you're the actual one. You're the one we've got to kill. Oh, right, okay. Interesting.
Both of me will defeat you.
Right. Can we get the ring? Thank you. We need to take her while she's frozen and can't get another one out.
You've done it. Grab Regine's mantle so you might free me.
That was quite tough. Alright, we've got to go in here, haven't we?
I can't believe my eyes. You hold it in your hands. Now to break my bonds from this horrid prison.
How can I free you?
Removing Regine's mantle from the inner vault weakened the magic of the prison. Now you must break it, once and for all.
And what do I need to do?
Regine's mantle is a slippery thing, especially with enchantments that bind its bearer. Place it upon the brazier at the heart of this room, and it will smother the curse upon me. Have no fear. The relic will come to no harm.
Okay.
Soon I'll leave this place and return to...
Lady Nehrume, you denied my love, and now I deny your journey home. If you beg my forgiveness, convincingly, I'll return the walking city from where I stole it.
What? Could that filth spirit away all of Fallenesti?
Wow.
He took the walking city? He took my home? Or is this another of his lies?
What will you do?
What else can I do but seek my home? But everything is so different now. General Indare mentioned an Old Merry Dominion, yet I don't know what that means. Without someone to guide me, I may as well prostrate myself before Regine's shadow.
Why not ask Brelor? He told me about the mantle.
Truly? Then I must find this Brelor and see what he knows of Fallenesti. I should seek him out.
Right. Where are you? Where are you, sir?
Forgive me for stating the obvious, but you're alive! We heard some terrible noises in the caves below. What happened?
I have the mantle.
And you freed Lady Nerume! She's quite agreeable, and could prove to be a living repository of knowledge regarding the walking city. I hope General Endare didn't give you any trouble.
Mantle drove her mad. I had to kill her.
I see. I don't know why she did all of this, but she was once a hero. I can't imagine her soldiers will take it well. But as you see, such relics are dangerous. I can deliver it to the Elden Root Mages Guild where its powers can be contained.
Queen needs it for the ratification ceremony.
I'll alert the Ultima Embassy when I've returned to Elden Root. Once I have it at the Mages Guild, I'll see if I can discern a safer way to handle it during her ratification ceremony.
Alright, here it is.
Excellent. I can't bear to think of the outcome had you not been here. But no matter. Lady Nerume and I will return to Elden Root as soon as it's safe.
Ooh.
You say the frost trolls surrounded your prison for how many years? Truly detestable, my lady.
They were quite terrifying, even when projecting my construct in their midst.
And we got a skill point. Nice. Right. Oh, and a bit more. And an achievement. Okay, this cold is kicking my ass today, so I think I'm going to bring things to a close there. Thank you very much for watching. What we're going to do is we're just going to go and raid Abby, who's actually playing Elite Dangerous tonight, so we'll go and say hello and see how she's doing. I think this might well be her first time, so that should be cool. I will be back 4 PM Saturday afternoon, that's 4 PM GMT, with Elite Dangerous, and back for Elder Scrolls Online 2 PM on Sunday, again GMT. So thank you all for watching, and if you'll just join me in a quick raid, that would be great. Right, so that seems to be working okay. So thank you all very much, and I hope to see you again soon.